Yeah, as far as our game against UAB goes, I said last week that we have a lot of respect for them as well, and they beat us a year ago, and they have everybody back, and they have one of the oldest teams in the country, and I think they're well coached across the board. They got off to a pretty good lead to us by the beginning of the second quarter. It was 21-7, and I was really proud of our guys, the way we kind of kept our poise and the way we came back. And across the board, I think we played well offensively, defensively, and special teams. So for us, it was a tremendous comeback. And again, we think they're a good team. So it was a good day for Coastal Carolina.
Thank you, Coach. As a reminder to members of the media, *1 to get in the queue. Our first questions come from Dan McDonald with The Advocate. Dan, please go ahead.
Morning, Coach.
Hi, Dan.
Was there one key to the way your guys, came back? Because they could have, after the week before, the way that went, and you fall behind 2 touchdowns early, it could have been and what's going on. But was there one thing that sort of you looked at that really got your guys back in the game?
Well, I think we don't have any rules in our program per se. We have one standard. That's the idea of man. Be a man, stand on your own 2 feet, take responsibility for yourself. And we never stop talking about that. And by the way, that's not being some tough macho guy. I use this as my leadership philosophy in the business world, as well as my first time around as coaching. I've got 3 daughters. That's the way they were raised. So that's everything to us. And with regards to when we're getting ready for a practice and when we're getting ready for a game, the objective is like, number one, you give 100%. You give 100% of the time. Whatever happened in the last play is literally irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you're up by 30 points or down by 30 points. Our job is to be able to put a team on the field that all Coastal Carolina is going to be proud of. That doesn't mean we're always going to win those games, but it does mean that if you're watching our team, you're not going to see anybody or almost anybody ever take a snap off. And that's really what happened. So some of the things that it took us a little while to adjust to because of their size and their speed and their experience relative to, let's say, our scout squad, we just got a little bit better at it, reacted a little bit better, became more effective. But we were effective across the board.
And, Coach, just one thing, the Sun Belt went 3-0 against Conference USA over the weekend. I know the commissioner talks all the time about doing well against the peer conferences. Is that something that y'all, is a conscious thing?
Well, it's not. We're well aware of what the commissioner would like to have happen there, and all of us would. And any time we get an opportunity to make that point, we would always make that point to recruits or to the press or to the media, to our fan base, whatever it might be. So we do that. Now, in preparing for the game, we're not discussing about what the role of the Sun Belt would be, depending on how everybody else does and playing one of our peer conferences. Then it's 100% focus on the game. But I think other than that specific focus, we do all we can to support what the commissioner and the league is trying to do and trying to accomplish. That does not affect game preparation.
Were you, I won't say surprised, but the league has had the success it's had outside of playing Power 5 teams first couple of weeks?
No, I wasn't surprised. I think we've got a very good league, and I think the better teams in our league, I think, can play pretty much any place. And I think the teams that are not quite the best teams in the league yet are good. So no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all when the league is successful, not just against peer groups, but against Power 5 groups as well. So none of that surprises me.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.